Let's recap everything that happened this weekend in sports in case you missed it. Our biggest story comes from the world of sports betting, and it certainly seems possible that if you live in a state without legalized sports betting, there may be a little bit of a workaround here. Kalshi, the company that is in the prediction market business, not sports betting, but prediction market business, wants to jump into player propositions as well. Now, naturally, they're not going to call that. They're calling it new event contracts that will allow users to trade on player touchdowns, point spreads, total scores. And that's just way different than what they've been offering previously with just futures and money lines. And right now, we're going to have to wait and see if the CFTC, the Commodity Future Trading Commission, decides to allow Kalshi to be able to provide these. If it does, it is game-changing naturally for companies like FanDuel and DraftKings, who are legalized sports betting operators and paying taxes on this as well. Needless to say, we'll see if Kalshi can operate on these in states like California and Texas, where you can't bet on sports currently legally, at least in the United States. Meanwhile, it should be illegal for Scottie Scheffler to play on the PGA Tour. This guy can't be stopped. Another victory at the BMW Championship. He has a chip on the 17th, which will go down in the history books. 82 feet, landed 60 feet short, and then rolled the rest of the way. Super exciting win again for Scheffler, who is not only the best golfer in the world, he's becoming one of the best golfers of all time. Here's Scottie Scheffler as they head toward the end of the season, talking about the huge win that he had at the BMW.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough day out there. The greens got really tough to putt there towards the end, and it was a challenging day. I was starting 4 shots back, but got myself into the tournament pretty quickly there on the front 9, and did a lot of good stuff out there. Would have liked to have a few less mistakes, but overall, I mean, great battle all the way through. Did a good job of staying patient and executing when we needed to.
All right, we'll go straight into questions, and we'll start with Doug. If you have a question, put your hand up, and we'll get you a mic.
How did you play that chip on 17? What did you see? What were you trying to do, and what would you have been happy with? Realistically,
I mean, I missed it on the correct side. I think that's most important. It was a chip that we practiced, and I knew how fast it was, and basically it was just trying to get it on the green. And it's kind of a bowl pin back there to where everything kind of funnels towards it. And I knew it was just going to be really fast, so I'd do my best to get it down there and give myself a good look for par. And when it came out how we wanted it to, and then it started breaking and started looking better and better. And it was definitely nice to see that one go in.
In the NFL preseason last night, the Chicago Bears got their final look at Caleb Williams in a preseason game before the real thing begins in a couple of weeks. And man, he looked great. 11 of 18, 184 passing yards, and 1 touchdown. Meanwhile, what happened in this game last night? Chicago shut out Buffalo by a final of 38-0. Yes, impressive performance for the Bears heading into the season. And meanwhile, on the flip side, what in the world with the Buffalo Bills? Sean McDermott, head coach, very upset with the performance, and it makes you wonder if he's going to have to play some starters in week 3. Here's Caleb Williams on getting ready for the season opener.
Yeah, it's super important. I think everybody being able to see the first team get out there, and I'm mainly speaking about our guys, being able to see everybody get out there and go and have a good, successful first drive. I think it sets the tone for us as a team. I think it sets the tone for how we expect ourselves to play and go out there and perform. So, it was extremely important.
First big game you hit was the cold. What did you see out that play that allowed that?
Yeah, they tried to at first show a 1 high, and then the weak safety rotated back, and Cole saw it, did a great job seeing the middle of the field being open, and made the adjustment on the route. And other than that, just dropped back to a nice ball to Cole.
Later today, Sean McVay, the head coach of Los Angeles Rams, is expected to update everyone, although I don't know that it means much because thus far we've gotten updates that have been nonsensical with Matthew Stafford, supposed to practice, supposed to play, supposed to throw, yes, no, maybe. Nobody really knows as the beat rolls on, but we may know a little bit more, I guess, today as the Rams prepare for the regular season without Stafford. Stafford has not participated in any practices or games. Jaguars wide receiver and cornerback Travis Hunter missed his second preseason game. He was held out of this one as a precaution, expected to be ready for the regular season. And the Eagles make a trade, acquiring John Mechie III, wide receiver from Houston. He goes to Philadelphia. In return, the tight end Harrison Bryant goes back to Houston. Meanwhile, week 0 of college football kicks off this week. Get ready. It's Farmageddon, as they call it. Noon Eastern, Iowa State and Kansas State playing overseas. Total 49.5 as we get ready for college football. Yes, this Saturday, first game of the season. Tennessee has named their starting quarterback, Joey Aguilar. He, of course, is the starting quarterback now that Nico Amaya-Leva ended up leaving and going to UCLA. Syracuse names their starting quarterback, too, Steve Angeli, as the starter there. And Alabama's running back, Jam Miller, is going to miss the opening game against FSU, which is coming up, by the way, on the 30th, which is not this week, but next week in college football. Zack Wheeler, in case you missed it over the weekend, unfortunate news for him, dealing with a right upper extremity blood clot. The Philadelphia Phillies are cruising toward the playoffs and hoping for big things, but it looks like they're going to have to do it without Zack Wheeler, who is was one of the candidates to win the National League Cy Young. That looks like it'll be Paul Skeens at this point. Good news for the Phillies is that they will get Aaron Nola back pitching, and he made his first appearance over the weekend, but they're going to need him to be a lot better, and I don't know that there's any shoes to fill with Wheeler on that team. The winning streak for the Milwaukee Brewers has come to an end. 14 wins in a row ends courtesy of Austin Hayes. He hit a walk-off single in the 10th, and the Reds beat him 3-2. Also last night, in case you missed it, it was the Little League Classic between the Mariners and Mets. Mark Vientos hit a 3-run home run in order to get the big win for the Mets, who actually won a series for the first time in a while. 7-3 the final. Francisco Lindor, after the game, acknowledging it feels like it's been a while since the Mets have played good baseball.
Yeah, you're right. It's been a minute that we don't win a series. Winning is fun. Winning brings people together. When you're going through tough times, good teams have conversation among themselves, and when you win, you celebrate a little bit more, and it feels good, to have the aura to be a little bit higher, to be up, and to love on each other and celebrate each other's success. It's a good thing right now. But at the end of the day, we enjoyed tonight. It was a fantastic day overall. And then turn the page.
We got to go to the Los Angeles Dodgers weekend with the San Diego Padres. Not even close. The Dodgers complete the 3-game sweep. 5-4 was a close game yesterday, but man, LA looks like a different category than San Diego. Also, the Chicago Cubs pick up a win on Sunday as Dansby Swanson had a sacrifice fly in the 8th inning. The Cubs beat the Pirates by a final of 4-3. Yankees complete a 3-game sweep against the St. Louis Cardinals. Good weekend for Paul Goldschmidt. Ben Rice had a huge weekend as well. 8-4 the final on Sunday. The Marlins escaped Boston with a win yesterday. Jacob Marcy hits a 2-run home run, and Miami comes back to win 5-3. Also, Nathan Eovaldi for the Texas Rangers comes up big. 7 strong innings. Rangers beat the Blue Jays 10-4.